All right, it's time for Join Us Interactive. And no, I don't have Aisha, I don't have anybody. I'm just going to tell you all about it, take you through it all by myself. Now, the very first story we're looking at has to do with the NDC. The NDC forming a 30-member committee. Before we come to that, just get interactive with us on our social media handles. So on Twitter, we're Joy News on TV. And then Joy News on TV, and then we also have Joy News on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Joy News on TV. All right, so let's get on with the NDC forming the 13-member committee to investigate the party's defeat in this year's election. The party, which lost most of its seats in Parliament, also lost the presidential polls with about 1 million votes. Now, the committee, the NDC held a news conference today to talk about the committee, and as part of some of the things they said, they indicated that they're going to take inputs from every member of society. Anybody at all who would want to contribute to this committee's work is welcome to do so. Now, tonight we're giving you the opportunity to contribute to it. How do you do that? Well, we started off by going out there onto the streets to get to speak with the public, members of the public, to tell us what they thought was the reason or reasons why the NDC lost the December elections. And here's what they had to say.
I think the arrogance of the young guys they appointed to public office. I think that was the main thing that put a lot of people off. I think they were insulting the intelligence of Ghanaians.
One was corruption, their bad behavior, the insults. When they come on TV and radio, how they talk, it's very bad.
What actually I have noticed about the NDCs that led to their defeat is that the NDCs were so much pompous. You know, they were overconfident. And some of the ministers and even the other, okay, let me say the ministers, they were very, in quotes, arrogant. You know, their words, the way they talk, the way they do their things, it wasn't friendly, you know. Yeah, and sometimes too, they feel that they are in power. So whatever they want to do, they just go ahead, they say, they talk anyhow. But then I believe that humility is that which is important.
The reason why NDC people lose is that the economy is not good. People are suffering. People are crying. And at the same time, too, they do not do any campaign. All what they do is they open road, obviously, they open markets. That's not a campaign. Because the people are hungry. The people are hungry and you do circle Dubai. How can they vote for you? And now, the reason is they did not do any campaign. That's the main thing they lose.
Fairly complacency. Yeah, they didn't do their work well. They didn't have any clear message across board. They thought they were in the lead. Yeah. But then the MPP were going downstream, working vigorously for the victory, and hold and behold, they got it. But then the NDC was mere complacency and non-message they didn't have for we, the electorate, as well. The economy itself spoke for itself, and then other factors led to their loss. But then it was mere complacency and the fact that they didn't have any major policy they were talking about.
All right, so those are your views, the views we picked from the streets. And it's very, very important feedback for the National Democratic Congress and the committee, the 13-member committee that's been formed to handle this. So I'm sure they will take on board all that the people have said. But out there on Facebook too, there's quite a lot of interest in that. We posted this about an hour ago, and we have about 71 comments coming up so far. So Barbara Santos says, they should learn to respect the people of Ghana and that creature called the Siedun Ketia. Oh no, you can't say that. Well, and the likes in the party. He's the general secretary of the party. Should go home to their parents to be taught manners. Mami Kia says, they made the economy a hell for Ghanaians in the light of doom, so corruption, incompetence, embargo on jobs, 3-month salary policy, inflation, vote buying. Please, I'm tired. Obed Kwabna says, you don't need any committee to do any investigation. The NDC and setting up of committees. It's one of the usual ways to get free breakfast and lunch at the expense of the party finances. Thank God the taxpayer is not paying for this one. Pretty soon they will launch another committee to investigate why the NPP members on the transition team refused the food and allowance. Jonathan says, I told them early in the morning that they don't need committee. They should just inbox me. I will tell them for free. I won't take anything from them. Chia, left to me alone. That's a Voltarian NDC. NDC will only be mentioned in books, not ever on earth. Trust me. Pakwesi says, since the abysmal loss was caused by the main top leaders clothed by the President Mahama, they would not come out with anything, but will generalize it. Sweep under the carpet as usual, NDC, until ex-President J.J. Rawlings' ideology is fully respected. Francis Anoche says, they will find nothing because a patient can never diagnose his disease unless assisted by a doctor. What can losers see best in their confusion and shock? Absolute failure in flamboyant colors. They should better consult the winners so they help them identify their flaws. UNAPO committee, you call them. Yakubu says, 1, the lack of jobs and hardships. 2, insults on President-elect Nanado personality. 3, arrogance of some youth ministers. So you actually list a number of factors. Bawa Musa says, an NDC committee meeting without the presence of former President Rawlings and soon to be former President Mahama is dead on arrival. Finito. Prepare for 2040. So those are some of the comments. Okay, Nana Kofi Obuaje says, look, how can someone who is in a comfortable lead think of finding what caused their defeat? The cost of their defeat are these things. Going against the clergy. 2, elders, chiefs. 3, TUC, former presidents, and also against one who criticized them. And instead of taking steps to correct mistakes, yet they were saying 1, Yentiobia, 2, dancing Mahama paper, 3, insulting their opponents next time. Akutone says they should ask Koko Anyido and the... Nah, you can use that. Maflo Sakwa says their manifesto wasn't clear, unlike the NPP. They really outlined and made it clear to Ghanaians what they intend to do. NDC government was always talking about infrastructure, because they were in a comfortable lead. All right, so those are the comments that you've shared with us on Facebook, and I'm sure the NDC, the committee that has been formed, will be looking at some of the comments that you've shared with us, about 71 of them, and we'll be looking at that. Now, moving on to something else. The Harmattan is here, and as the dry winds and cold mornings are upon us, it is important we protect ourselves from the harsh Harmattan. Now, everybody else is adopting some measure to protect themselves or to survive the harsh weather. What are your survival tips? We went out there to ask the members of the public.
My survival tips for the Harmattan: drinking a lot of water and then a lot of fruits, because it dehydrates you very quickly. So you need to keep your skin looking fresh and all that. Keep your body moist, and at least wear protective clothing. Yeah.
I know the bath, so I don't know. Since morning, I've been bath.
Oh, why?
I don't know. That's my lifestyle. My life. When it's Harmattan, I don't bath. Because when I bath, I don't get a cream too. You know. Yeah. So I don't bath. So I've been bath since morning.
Me, if the weather is chilled like this, if we wear this dress, we don't feel the heat. So the weather is good.
Oh, okay.
We all know that since ages, shea butter has been, that which helps a lot. But then there's one jelly something. It's blue, it's white with some blue. Yes, that one too. Now, because we are in the modern days, people don't like the nkuto so much, the shea butter. So these days they are using the jelly, the petroleum jelly.
I wear my glasses usually because I don't get to see that far, and I know I'm not wearing my glasses today, but usually I wear my glasses. So if you know you don't see properly, please try wear your glasses. Don't be like me, wear your glasses. So yeah.
Really, that doesn't affect me. Seriously, my skin, it's not a Harmattan type, you see. Even though I'm dark, but I'm cool.
I drink a lot of water, and I use shea butter. Yeah, that's all.
To survive this Harmattan, I just put honey in water. So I mix my water with honey.
Yeah, so I don't get a throat something. Yeah, I use lip balm. Yeah, and I drink a lot of water in honey, and I'm cool.
Well, we try and drink a lot of water because where we live in the Volta region, it's really hot in the dry season. And I think showering quite a bit helps because you're putting cold water on you, which helps in the long run. And the fan. We have a fan at night, so which that's what we're doing too. Well, we're Yevus or O'Brien's, so we put suntan lotion on, which, because with the hot weather, our skin turns red and sore. So yeah, we put more suntan lotion on.
All right, so just about everybody else is talking about the fact that you should be drinking a lot of water, and then the other product that seems to be on everybody else's mind is Nkuto or shea butter or Inku. Now, Francis Anoche on Facebook also talks about shea butter. Nkuto shea butter is in a comfortable lead already, so don't miss out on it. All makeup facilities, instruments and equipment should be cruising to hideout now. And Flex says you have to drink enough water so you don't get dry throats. Now, somebody else was talking about the fact that you can put some honey in water and it should help out. I haven't tried it. I don't know how true that is, but once she's talking about it, probably it's something you may want to try. It hasn't hurt. Nisenya says use shea butter, oil, drink ginger tea very often, and avoid kissing when your lips are dry. Seriously. All right, Sofo Abdul says you wash your hands, face, and legs, and then you apply shea butter, and then you apply perfume in your armpit and other corners. Problem solved. All right, thank you very much, Sofo, for that advice. Alberta says Nkuto is the only lifesaver in these trying times. And Koto Nero says Yokumi is the best choice. Yokumi, what is Yokumi? I have... Okay. Oh, okay, so apparently Yokumi is shea butter ever. Okay, is the best choice. So, and Eric Malco says chewing of palm kernel and smearing it after bathing. Okay, that's something we used to do as kids. So, well, yeah, that I believe that also works. That also works. And Al Hassan Habib says, haha, Bangare is the only way now. Okay, so somebody tell me, what is Bangare? Could that also be shea butter? But well, those are the comments we have on Facebook. And then 2016 has been an eventful year and characterized by lots of happenings. For some of you, it might have been a year of achieving major personal goals, but for others, the political happenings seem to have been the key area of interest. What was your highlight for the year 2016? We went out there to find out from the public.
For 2016, I'll say that at least peace, there have been peace. Because before the elections, we were so much into, praying that, hey, peace, oh, peace, oh, peace, oh. But then I still believe that even though there were all those hula balloons, the government of the day was also able to maintain that kind of peace. Yes, so I am very much excited that God has given us that peace.
I would say a lot has happened anyway. A lot have happened, good and bad. But one thing that I will recount this year as a success point for me is my ability to change location. Yes, I have been able to change location, and that has given me a drive to change my perspective about life.
Okay, for me, I think the most recent one is the Onapo. I really loved it, both sides. Yeah, they made the song fun.
I went for a concert recently. I don't really go out, so I went for the Ifya Girl Talk concert. It was fun. That was like my highlights for the year, I would say. Yes.
I think Nanado's victory. Yeah, I mean, people didn't expect that he would win, and then he won by a very large margin. So I think that would be my highlight for the year.
2016 was mainly about it was mainly about the campaigning and the politics. Like it took major parts of 2016. So even it entered the Christmas. So most people didn't really make adequate preparation for the Christmas. But I think 2016 was basically politics. So it's interesting.
My highlight is coming to Ghana because I'm a volunteer. So I've been here 3 months now, and it's wonderful. The people have been very welcoming, and everything has just been very amazing. Apart from it's been very hot, but because I'm a brony or yevu, so. But apart from that, it's been great. Yeah.
All right, we're going on to Facebook to see what the highlights are for the people. Kwekudia says, the year is full of ups and downs, but all I can say is the Lord kept my family and myself safe throughout the year. Also, is a credible and peaceful election conducted by the EC in spite of all the doubt surrounding it. It has been a great year in all. John Johnson says, 2016 was full of satanic activities, but children of God still live well, especially Aisha. Okay. Let all say goodbye to the adversaries of 2016. Aisha, please give us a tune to start saying, because God can't wait to hear your sweet voice of yours. Okay, so Aisha is home and watching, I'm sure. So Aisha, you can start singing. John Johnson wants to hear you. And Prince Nuruddin says, highlights such as energy crisis, wellness scandal, scrapping of trainees allowances, Gitmo detainees, the independence brochure scandal, brochure gate, Sada and Jada scandal, etc. And Alberta says, 2 days into the end of the year and we still have not found who said chia. Prince Jacob says, call it a year of shock because JM never thought of one-term president. Anas and Joy News stand tall. 2017 Joy News will be Al Jazeera. Thank you very much, Prince. Nidoku says, we're really living in the end times, as the Bible says, as things are getting tough every day. Togbi Medrekuku says, the year was just full of economic woes, but hope next year will bring positive highlights. Al-Hassan, he talks about incompetence. Do you know what to be president? And you stand and say incompetence, Mahama administration. Minka Charles says, Ghana's 2016 election that retired the youngest president of Ghana. And Burma Kofi says, the new election has taught me so many lessons. All right, so let's see what's also happening on Twitter. So for Ghana Trends, we have, well, Twitter University, and then we also have Sprite Ball 10, which is happening. Sprite Ball apparently is happening tomorrow. And then AFCON 2017. So these are some of it. And then Krobos, we also have Krobos also trending, probably because Krobos have been in the news in recent times, I would want to believe. All right, so that's what's on Twitter. Well, and that's how we also wrap up the bulletin. My name is Israel Lai. Thank you very much for watching. And tomorrow, we're going to be here again with you. Enjoy your evening.
This is Joy News Prime.